What's good, everybody? Holy shit. What day is
Coming
it?
at you live.
What Monday is it? Is it? Is it? Where have we been? You are out of focus, like really bad.
Am I focused now?
Not as good as I'm gonna get. But yeah, good. That's better. That's better. Hey, everybody. Oh, hold on. We're gonna unenable emote only. There you go. There you go. I forgot to re-enable emote after BlurredCon. But what's up, everybody? We have returned. We are back. I have no voice still. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Some that weird guttural thing that a lot of people like, but
hey Nev. Hey Calvino. Hey Ibs. Whew. Well, we have been at BlurredCon from the 6th to the 10th, and then we got back to life, and then adulthood hit really fucking hard on this end.
Yeah.
We did in fact survive BlurredCon. Cause holy shit, I went back and watched videos, and I don't remember half that shit.
Next year, we're getting a room with a tub for one. Then we're getting that little jacuzzi attachment and some Epsom salt.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Every night I'm soaking. You can join and get your own soak on too.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fine. That's fine.
I know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will say I did get some amazing shots of my ass though. It looks great. Apparently, it's all over the internet.
My sunflower went way bigger than I thought it was.
It did. It did. It did.
It's definitely easy to spot me in a crowd when I see the videos.
Exactly. I mean, never happened. Kudos to the Chameleon Coalition who went to a con right after. Could not do it. Good for y'all. Y'all got high spirits and high energy, and I ain't got that.
The herd.
Shout outs to the Wu-Tang Clan. My legs feel so much better. I just really miss being able to talk normal. I still don't have a voice. Right. I miss being able to bounce back from excitement and sickness, but So we hosted a panel at BlurredCon called Blurred Mental Health 102.
It went fucking phenomenal.
It was phenomenal. It was packed out. It was great. It was a life lessons kind of focus. And we actually used the We actually used the Not Gonna Lie app that you see on the social medias to get anonymous questions, and got a lot. We got around to a lot of questions, but we also did not get to answer a lot of questions because we only have 50 minutes, and 50 minutes goes fast when you're having a good time.
So now we're gonna do them here.
Yeah, we're gonna finish up the rest of them, and if we get to another subject tonight, that's fine too. Let me see where we left off.
Y'all doing our subjects for us, yay!
Right. Okay, we did the safety plan. Okay, I think this is the one we left off on. How do you go about helping someone who always feels like they're doing something wrong?
Stay your pace and keep it pushing.
Yeah, that and going on with boundaries and the toxic question, like, one, recognizing, is this an invitation for you to give advice? Is this an invitation for you to help, assist in some tangible way? Or are you just kind of like a venting space?
Are you just tired of seeing this shit?
And I think the biggest intervention is to ask them, what they mean by that. Because we automatically assume when someone says something, we know what it means. When in actuality,
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Well, that's too damn bad. So, I always feel like I'm doing something wrong. What do you mean by that? Do you mean like you're always messing stuff up? Do you mean like you're not making the right decisions? Do you mean like you're not getting rewards or reinforcement for your efforts. Like, what does that mean? And if they can't answer that, maybe that's something they should be thinking about to, progress, and also obviously refer them to, maybe looking into getting some therapy. What else we got going on here? My phone doesn't recognize me. There we go.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
You are ridiculous.
I'm asking him to change his way.
I think we answered this one, or we just got this one more than once. I prioritize helping others more so over helping myself, often to my own detriment. What should I do?
Stop.
Stop doing it.
That's like
Stop
it's the
doing it.
simplest form.
Like, if you're aware that it's a detriment to you, we need to start thinking about. You need to start thinking about why we're willing to push past that detriment. We also need to start thinking about what are we gaining. I mean, obviously it's unbalanced because there is detriment, but what are we gaining?
What does it do for me?
What does it do? What does it do? And how long have we been doing this? Because going back as far as we can, you can show, repetitive patterns and stuff. I cannot.
What?
I cannot. All right. We're going to answer this one and then the one in the middle. But can depression beat Batman?
Batman has depression, so no.
Batman is depressing. That's not true. But depression beat Batman. Depression made Batman go around beating up the mentally ill. Grief and loss made Batman into a terrorist, a domestic terrorist. So, yes, depression can beat Batman. How do you make your friend leave people who clearly don't want them and are constantly making them look like a fool? Listen.
You don't. You just got to be there to help.
Say it.
Set your boundary. Let them know how it is, and they keep doing it. Like, cool. You can do you, boo boo, but don't come whining to me afterwards. Like that, I'm not the one to talk to after this.
Set your boundaries. Set your boundaries because otherwise you'll become the person that's trying to help others to your own detriment. They are actively participating in a form of self-harm, whether they know it or not. Like, obviously, if it's very severe, very scary, like there's abuse or domestic intimate partner violence or something like that, then obviously step up. But we're talking about somebody that's like, but girl, I love him. We together. We doing this. She's great. She's that. And they are
podcast about you just been with somebody a long time, so you're more consent. It's consistency more so.
It's consistency and familiarity more so than that. But like, if you are actively being ducked by said person and you think y'all are in a relationship, hey, listen, that's self-harm. Okay, you may not realize it's self-harm. You may not realize it's having an impact on other people around you, but it is. So as the person on the outside looking in, set your boundary, take care of yourself, put your own air oxygen mask on first, and then worry about other people. But the best thing you can do is literally reflecting contradictions.
The best part of waking up is not giving up.
A good example of that is, well, we spent every day together doing this, that, and the other. Did they call it a date? Well, no, but it was.
Did you call it a date?
Did you call it a date and they agreed? No. Okay. Now, the trick here with this stuff is we're not trying to convince them. We are offering subtle contradictions. Hence my, okay.
Okay.
It's not my job to convince you. That takes too much energy. And then I'm practicing self-harm because I'm hurting myself emotionally trying to save you.
And just banging your head on the wall.
The other thing too is, we talk about this all the time. You can't save everybody. You're not allowed to save people because you don't know what karma they've earned. You don't know what they're supposed to be paying for in this life. You don't know what they have set up to get them exactly to this point. And you can't save people from the consequences. You can't. So stop. You were replaced with a pod person at the con and you don't know it yet. Your phone's trying to warn you. Probably. Because I mean, I don't know who that was.
Wait, what was it?
Ooh, subscription. Thank you. He never says I was replaced with a pod person at the con. That's why my phone doesn't recognize me. It's trying to warn me that I'm not me. And remember, always replace your oxygen with nitrous oxide for a hilarious time.
Or
We at the
helium.
BS, we at the BSBN do not condone huffing substances. Aye. Scrolling on,
If
scrolling
you
on.
put helium, it's hilarious.
Do you feel the ideology of toxic masculinity has been used to completely demasculinize men? Would
One
you
more
like
again?
me to translate?
Yes.
Do you think the whole concept of toxic masculinity is being pushed on so much that it's just being used as a tool to demasculate men? And the word is emasculate, by the way. Emasculate men.
Yes and no.
Why?
I feel like toxic masculinity is one of those words like feminist, triggered, toxic. Like it's
Narcissist.
it's overused to the point where it's lost any value because people don't know the actual meaning of it. But I can say because of that, it gets used to,
I can see that.
I wouldn't say emasculate, but more like devalue, I guess.
I can see that. That whole ASAP Rocky thing with Rihanna when they did the Vogue magazine with their little family and he's following behind Rihanna and holding her hands and holding the baby all the time. I thought that was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Because it's like we're screaming, we want to see more black love, we want to see more black families, and the whole toxic masculinity is like, not like that. He's supposed to be leading this, that, and the other. Like, bro.
See, I feel like that's that red pill, alpha male, stupid bro ass podcast bullshit where you try to be a traditional man, but
what is a traditional man? What the fuck does that mean?
a man who represses their emotions and not gives a fuck about anything else but his own selfish desires, but tries to validate it through a little ass shit.
Fair enough. So I would agree with you. I would say that, but you know how I feel about trigger words. We have let our clinical jargon and labels, permeate the civilian populace, and now they're just taking it and running with it willy-nilly, which is how we get things like, oh, that's just my OCD. Sometimes I get crazy. No, it's not. Stop that. You're stigmatizing people with actual OCD. Cut it out.
Yep.
Cosplayer
What?
1992 would
ADHD,
like you.
ooh, squirrel.
Yeah, they all ain't like that. Some of them are anxious messes. Glitch Cosplayer 1992 would like you to say that I've got friends from the other side.
Go to my TikTok. Got quite a
And
few
what
percent.
and what is your TikTok? TikTok, Jesus, TikTok.
That son of a glitch.
That son of a glitch on TikTok. He has done it multiple times.
In costume.
In costume. How do we get past the trauma of an abusive sibling? Therapy.
Fuck out of any.
Therapy. 100%. Because trauma is trauma. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And it permeates how you operate, permeates how you think, how you perceive the world, and permeates every relationship you will have moving forward. So whether it's trauma from a sibling, trauma from a parent, go get you some therapy. If you can't afford therapy, start with a legitimate, clinically approved trauma workbook, or really kind of examine what have I learned from my trauma, or what are my recurring patterns of behavior. No, Calvino, those hands won't fix it.
I mean, you're doing that patch job, though. I'm just saying.
Nope, you can't just go around slapping people that gave you trauma.
Depends on the trauma.
Because that won't make you feel better.
Depends on the trauma.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Violence is always the answer.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, violence is not the
older
answer.
sibling
Do
keep
not
picking on
listen
you.
to my
Just-
back audience back here. But yeah, no. Get some. I can't stand y'all. I can't.
Sometimes you gotta smack a motherfucker.
stand
Like,
y'all. I'm about to smack them.
but that won't solve anything, Miko.
It won't solve anything. You're absolutely right. But anyway, seeing how your trauma has permeated just kind of your behaviors and just recurring things. Like, there's a reason you do certain things. There's a reason you shrink down when people get loud. There's a reason, you feel like people are watching you all the time. There's a reason why you think people are always thinking bad things about you. It's probably trauma. So getting to the bottom of that. Okay, so this is a question for Glitch. Can Glitch be Goku though?
I don't give a fuck about Goku.
First of all,
We
don't
probably go
nobody.
get some. Well, go get something to eat.
Shut.
Beat him in what exactly?
That
You
is a
know,
good question. Beat him in what? An eating contest? Probably. Until somebody toss some gluten your way, and then you fucked.
now if it's seafood, then oh, Goku's fucked.
Right? He ain't exactly cultured. Oh man, I'm so
In
tired of that
DDR,
fucking
yeah, I'll beat
question.
him.
Oh my god, so tired of that question. But can you be Goku? Can you? Can you get off
Can
Goku's
you beat
dick for
me?
10 seconds? Can you do that?
Can you beat me? We about to find out if you ask that question again.
Mm. All right, so we did good. We only got 3 more questions. How do you manage executive dysfunction when trying to establish a healthy lifestyle routine? Plan for it.
That's all you.
Plan for it. The more we use our self-knowledge, the knowledge we have about ourself, our behavior tendencies, like we know when we tend to lose energy, we know all that. No, don't laugh at that. That's not funny. Okay, it's a little funny.
And the whole Sam's Club
Got a
thing
whole
back there.
family pack for people that gave you trauma. Oh man. So plan for it. You know certain things about yourself. The things that we don't plan for. So say you've laid out your ideal schedule and weekly routine. You can't plan for when you're going to be sick. You can't plan for when you're going to be low energy. You can't plan for when you just don't fucking feel like it. Start considering those things. One plan is not going to do it. Long-winded plans, not going to do it. Top twos, top threes, that's the
I
way to
still
get it
say go
done.
with guidelines more so than just playing.
Yeah, guidelines are better. Keeping them flexible is better. Because executive dysfunction can strike at any moment. You want to do the thing, you know how to do the thing, but you cannot do the thing. Practicing with your positive self talk can also be helpful with that because most of it is ruminating on the negative spiral of thoughts. Like, oh, I want to do the thing. I'm so worthless, this, that, and the other because I can't do the thing. Why can't I just
Can we have positive
being
spirals?
being graceful, great, giving yourself grace and being positive to yourself. Not overly optimistic, like, oh, it's gonna work out. It's not working out right now. So let's be realistic about this. Undoing the negative spiral. So what if someone has anxiety bad and someone exit on? Then you're an asshole. That
And
person is
smack
an
'em.
asshole.
That's when them hands come in.
No, because that would just cause you more anxiety. Because what happens if they call the cops and then the negative spiral continues? Um,
Fine. Like just once again, talk to that person, set boundaries.
and have consequences for said boundaries. If they
Yep.
cannot respect them, we need to remove ourselves. This ain't about being a bigger person. This is about serving you, meeting your needs, because that person is not going to do it. And they're not entitled to do it, to be honest. How do you control being an extreme introvert?
Store up extrovert energy all year like a squirrel.
And then
Save it
release
for
it
one
in
event.
one blackout, frenzied, substance fueled rave for 4 days. If you mean extreme like agoraphobia, like going out makes you terrified, people makes you terrified, groceries make you terrified, then working on baby steps, like the littlest of the little, because progress and effort are the goal, not being able to get it done. We live in the year 2023. You can order groceries and pick them up now. If one person loading your groceries and that small peopling interaction takes a lot, then that's good
Yep.
enough to practice with.
Like just say hello. Like here's what I've been trying to do. I've been feeling it off, honestly. Because at Publix, it's like call the cashier by their
Is this
name
still
tag.
raining
Like
where you are? Your
no,
signal's a little.
that might be
Your,
mine.
your
Probably
signal's
my
a
air
little
filter.
shitty. That's all I'm asking. But continuing on.
Nah.
But yeah, calling people by the name tag, remembering your server's name if you go to a restaurant is a good practice interaction for getting out of your introversion. Because you can't get it wrong. It's right here on the chest. It's okay. Um, getting familiar. So for my chronic anxietiers that look at the menu of where you're going before you go, so you know what to order, so you're not fumbling. That's an okay skill to have. That's fine. You're learning to navigate. Doing that for every place can feel a bit extreme, but if it serves you, more power to you. So
Or
learning
have a
learning the
mental
layout
go
of
to.
build, yeah, having mental go
Like
to,
I'm gonna get a number one. That's it. Like just
yeah, having a mental go to, learning the layout of the building. Um, Google is wonderful for showing you busy times for different places. So using tools that are at your disposal. All right. Last question. How would you exit a situation whereas the other person will not stop talking, however, you don't want to be rude?
smoke bomb.
And he's not kidding. He would do it. He would do it to his own mother. You don't understand.
He just gone.
So smoke bomb, you can get creative with it. Or and this kind of goes back. So we got asked a question about what exercises or what things do you use to combat imposter syndrome, and we told y'all good luck finding out. The thing I forgot to attach on there is have some go-to phrases, things to reach for verbally and behaviorally. I keep a fidget cube in my pocket. I keep one of the little poppers on the keychain, and I have go-to phrases that fit different scenarios that make me feel like they're effortless. When I go to my board's national conference or whatever, I'm a fucking celebrity and I hate it, but I do good work, and people are just trying to show me how I've inspired them and all that good stuff. You see that? You see that discomfort? That's all imposter syndrome right there. And so they're like, oh, this, because of your program did this, I did one like this and that. That's great. That's awesome. That's good work. Cool. Cool stuff.
Cool.
Like,
All right.
cool.
Cool.
All right. Good, cool. But reaching for go-to
Audacious.
phrases. Same thing for trying to exit a conversation you don't want to be a part of anymore. It's like, well, I've got to go. I hate to cut you off. Or like, what's funny is when I became a counselor and I was practicing our little helping skills, whatever, the Southerner in me was so terrified of interrupting this person.
Ooh. And that's
So I became accustomed to. So I'm gonna stop you here because, and then make my exit.
here's something else also. I'm out of focus. Shit, I lost focus. Oh.
How to get out of something? Phrases,
Yeah.
behaviors, patterns.
Phrases, behaviors.
Mhm.
Oh, here's something. Keep in mind, most of the time you'll be more concerned on not sounding rude, but someone's going to find you regardless. Cause,
You're gonna offend somebody,
yeah,
regardless.
and I feel like that's more the problem than not doing the thing. Like doing the thing. Like I don't want to sound rude. I mean, if I do this, and that, like, be comfortable with sounding rude.
Be
Straight up.
comfortable, because oftentimes what we think is rude is either very direct or a boundary, or asserting a boundary. Be rude. Be rude.
I just straight like, I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah,
Just
you do that often. You do that often. To those that got offended at BlurredCon of him saying, "Well, I'm gonna go find something else to do," or "Oh, I'm buggering off," he gave you notice. He could have just disappeared.
which I used
He
to just do. I used to
what you
Batman the
used to
fuck out of
just
people
do. So progress.
while you're talking to me. Like you blink and I'm gone. I sometimes wait for the blink.
You're stupid. So that is all of our questions from our panel. We're gonna do two next year. You're gonna do one on, what did you say? The mixicology thing. What did you want to do?
Can we drink anything else? A history of POC alcohol culture.
Boom. And then I'm gonna do Blurred Mental Health 103. We're gonna do In the Hot Seat with Dr. Miko. If you came to Con Carolinas and you got to see my panel live in action, you will know that I am going to demonstrate counseling skill, what therapy can be like, and
Does that
how
deep game have
practical,
person?
functional. Does it have what?
Did that deep game have like not a non-couple version?
Well, see, we was just reading off the couple version on Sunday because we were all intoxicated and I didn't feel like making up questions.
Well, I'm just talking about like in general, because like
No, it doesn't. And so when I used it for In the
that's
Hot Seat
weird.
with Dr. Miko, I changed the question so that it would apply. It's not weird. It's for couples. Because I'm not buying a box set of card games that I can't use in my own home. It's Crazy.
I
But
mean,
anyway, we're
technically, if
gonna
you bought it for the con or these panels, you would be using it. But
no. Um, that's one or two times a year. It sits in my house most of the time. No. But we're gonna do it in the hot seat with Dr. Miko, so people can just kind of get some experience with what it feels like to be in the therapeutic setting in the bubble where they're scrutinizing, and I give tips and tricks about what good therapists look for and respond like and all that good stuff. So we have been putting off a topic for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Snooks, do you remember
hey,
what that topic is?
who are you trying to impress?
Oh, look at you. You read the notes. You son
No,
of
I
a...
didn't. I forgot we made notes. It's because you mentioned it earlier today.
Okay, fair enough. Who you trying to impress?
Now that can go in many different
That
directions.
can go in many different directions.
As in, like, kind of a keeping up with the Joneses situation.
Who the fuck are the Joneses and why do we care?
But we already covered something similar to that.
Mm.
Or like something that bugs me. Like it bugs me to my fucking core. I don't understand why sometimes, but I also understand why. It's like when you're at a concert and I got friends on Snapchat who people go to concerts. I don't want to see the whole fucking concert from your phone.
Because you're never gonna go back and watch those videos. You're not.
Like,
You're not.
and I mean, cool, send a picture like, oh shit, it's my favorite song. Oh, I want to keep that memory. It's not. I don't want to see the whole fucking concert you at because like how you enjoying a concert like this?
I don't even understand. I don't even understand.
And I feel like it's stuff like that where people are trying to show off that look at me at this thing, look at me at this event, look at me do this thing, look at me, I'm special, I'm unique, as that kind of bullshit. Where it's like, who are you trying to impress? Like, you could just be there.
Mm.
But you
Yeah.
still do look at me was like, hey, cool, picture done. Anyway,
Because when someone asks you about your experience, they're not gonna want to look at your phone. Nobody wants to go through, oh, well, here, look, I took this one and this one. Oh my God, was it good or not? Like, because if it was as special to them as it was to you, they would have been there too.
or pictures need to enhance the story. Like if there's a
Right.
weird story that ends up with, like, I don't know, you got pinched by a crab, and somebody took a picture, like
Fair
that
enough.
that that supplements the story.
Thank you, Calvito. Um, okay. So, and I mean, obviously that touches up on, all these unique things or things you think are special. You think them. No one else does. Not to, like, they can be similar in thought and similar in degree, but no one will ever be the exact same level of interested as you will be. But
Never.
the thing about who you're trying to impress, that concept that has stuck with me since I was a child, because I could not fathom nor figure out, why do we have hierarchies of brands that mean that you're better
Ooh.
or worse than someone else? Never fucking understood it. Never fucking understood. Like when I go to like outlet malls with my people or whatever, and I see people buying Jordans for babies,
They got grips on the shoes, they can't even walk. Like,
or they're going to outgrow them in a fucking week. And
who you trying to impress? Like, quit trying to dress your baby like the man you want.
stop it.
I said what I said.
Stop it. That's a whole nother topic.
I
Or
said
like
what I
waiting
said.
in line for shit. Or, playing your music so fucking loud so people look at you and get their attention. Because
Like,
chances are they're scowling at you.
I think it's funny that the whole Droid iPhone debate, Apple debate back and forth. It's like like the old school Nintendo console wars. Like you just going back and forth, and play. But at the same time, it's just a fucking phone that y'all don't barely use for phones no more.
My thing with the Apple Android debate is like when one gets something, the other one's like, oh, well, we got that 3 years ago. Yes, because that's how patents work. Okay. But the same shit is going in both your phones. It's
Yeah,
just
it's just
time
by
release.
a
You do
Roseland near the
realize
name.
these companies are working together. Okay, well, we're going to release this in 2024.
You
So
released
if you
that in
could, so
2028.
because we got the patent on it first, means we get the first 3 years. So in 2027, you can release it on your phone. Okay, well, if you do that, we're going to do this and buy it. It's the same shit. And all the goddamn phones are like $1,200. What are we doing?
It's just a simple, like all these things people use is symbol. Like, granted, I know certain brands. Some things I get only on certain brands because I know the quality of that brand.
You are
That's it.
familiar with the quality of that brand. You're unfamiliar with others, and that's not necessarily bad.
Yeah, it's not like I wouldn't try a new thing either, but at the same time, like it met my high standard, so I'm keeping up with that. That's it. It's not like, yo, check out my Oshkosh bagosh shit like that.
My man said, "Osh gosh, bagosh."
Like it was, like check out my. Remember back in the day, with like Sean John. It was a fucking
No,
shirt with a
no. Let
crocheted
me
initials on it. Like,
no, no, no. Let me tell you what pisses me off. Pisses me off because this goes back to that whole childhood shit. Champion was crap during our generation. 80s,
and
cool.
starter.
Our generation, crap. If you were caught dead in it, you were ridiculed beyond your days. And now it's every fucking where. That don't make no sense, y'all.
And starter. Don't forget starter
Yeah,
too.
if you like it, you like it. Like
These,
what is wrong with that?
like all these little fads everyone keeps doing. Like, well, you ain't got.
Snap on is not better than Madco Fight Me. Mm. I will not fight you on that. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
And also, like, I don't know why this bugs me because I'm an introvert, but like people who gas themselves up too much, like they hot shit for everything they say and do. Like, shut up. Like, just shut up. This kind of goes back to like when I'm DJing and stuff like that. When like somebody tells me like, "Yo, I'm from New York. I'm from Cali." Blah blah blah. Like,
Listen,
I
my
don't
man, as long as you're not from Asgard, we can get down.
feel like I'm from such. Like people who like make I'm from such and
Oh,
such.
that was
They
Jay.
whole personality kind of thing where they think is that's not who you trying to impress. I don't care. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Plus, you in my home. Like, you in my area. I don't give a fuck what you.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm from such and such. Who gives a fuck? You ain't
Yeah.
done now.
Like what? I think that's the missing question. Like, what is the purpose?
Like, why are you telling me this? Because
What is the impact this is supposed to have?
like, unless it's something
Explain
like
this to
let's
me.
like let's put it like the only example I could get that would make kind of sense. Like if someone said this was a Carolina dog, hot dog, and it had slaw on it, we'd be like, hold on, I'm from the Carolinas. No, like just like something like
Shut
that.
up. Don't say that. I passed by a Russian spoon before we left on Sunday.
Be like,
I
oh, this is a
wanted a hot
Chicago
dog
dog
basket so
from
bad.
Chicago. No, it ain't. Like stuff like that. That makes sense. Like if it's named after the place you're from and like you kind of have a more expertise on it.
But even so, your expertise don't mean shit because if the person don't like it, they don't like it, and that's okay. And I think it comes from just this need or desire to be better than someone else because it's a self-esteem issue. Because society speaking, we're not brought up to pour into ourselves like we
Look at
should.
how happy I am. Look at me. I'm happy.
And so,
I swear I'm
so
happier than
I will give
you.
you an example.
Happier
I'll give
than
you an example.
you. Happier than
My
you.
team is the Dallas Cowboys. You know why my team is the Dallas Cowboys? Because it fits my lifestyle. One, I love to watch football. But two, I have a busy life, so I can't watch the entire season. I don't give a shit about the Super Bowl. So about halfway through the season, they done. They start falling over. And I'm good with that. Especially because Tony Romo don't play for them no more. But I'm good with that. But I can't stand what did they come up with a name? Are they the Warriors? Are they the Commanders now? Whatever the fuck their racist name used to be. I love Rob to death. I love Brahma Bull cosplay to death. But you need to ease up on some of these football days because I don't get it's not gonna be fun for you because I don't ever give you more than okay. Like
Also, like one of those things, like it's fun to talk about, but like you ain't if you
I
ain't
have
on the
not
ball,
seen
shut
the
up.
Blackening yet, cosplay 92. It's on my list of things. I was supposed to watch it last night, but we conked the fuck out. We was tired. We drove 5 hours yesterday.
Like here's the thing about like any fandom in general, but I'm gonna say about sports because it's something that
Sports is a
always
fandom.
this always bugged me. Why do y'all say we?
You ain't on the field. You ain't been to tryouts. You ain't
Like why
been
do
to
y'all say we?
conditioning.
Like
None of that.
like
We
I don't go to a restaurant and say we cooked the steak. Like I don't know. Like it's
we cooked the steak.
I'm just like we did that burger. Like no, like it's entertainment. I get it. I don't look at a award like yo we acted the fuck out of that and got that Oscar. I don't do that kind of shit. I don't get the tribalism to that extent when it comes to that using this we shit. If you want to be a we, your ass better start working out and preparing for that shit. Throw a jersey on or shut the fuck up.
I get the we tribal mentality. I get it because, like I just said, we are not groomed in this society to pour into our own self esteem. We're not. So we have to find some place that fits, that connects us, where we can have some form of pride because we're not allowed to have it in ourselves. You're saying, you see. And so it's just like now this whole we talk. Like I like people that are like, well, my team, my team. I like
Damn,
that.
Calvin,
I
you're
don't like
even a
the
water
we.
person.
You ain't even the water person. The we is not you. But yeah, so I there's a difference between we well we go in the playoffs versus my team did this. That's different. The team I claim, that's different. But I need y'all to come up with some new characteristics, some new identity indicators to be proud of our actual selves for. Um,
It's
because it
cool. You
might
like a
just
fella.
better your life. 5 minutes later, you're running late. Ew, no. No, I'm just gonna tell them D101 is canceled. I'm just kidding. But but yeah, so I get the tribal mentality. You want some sort of belonging, but the problem with it is you also don't create yourself. You don't create things that you like. You don't create things that you like to be connected to, which is the essence of spirituality, by
Just
the way.
become the
You
blank
just
thing.
become and in mesh with what is already there.
Like I'm just part of this thing, and just like granted, like hell, I'm a Naruto fan. You wouldn't know it until I start talking about it. Like it ain't like people make their fandoms their identity, and it's
You're
like one of
watching
those.
from the car. John, please stop watching us from the car.
How'd you get to Florida? But
You are stupid. Did you just look out at your driveway? Anyway, what were we talking about? I got distracted because John
tribalism.
does not have a good tribalism. Thank you. Like there's a difference between it's just like being in a relationship, right? Like you can have your unit, your partner, your couple time, but you also need individual experiences, individual groups of friends,
We could
individual
go on
hobbies
that
and
on that's
activities.
as we putting that on the subject list.
We'll put it on the subject list, is
We
she?
put that on. Let's
Yeah.
put that on
So
the list
like
right now.
you can be a part of something, but still have an individual slither of it that is unique to you. And I think that's the whole qualm we have with trying to be impressive to other people. And like
Like
I guess the other aspect of it is, you're trying to attract a certain type of people too.
which is cool, but at the same time, why? I don't mean like in a smart out ass like ask yourself why you're trying to attract these kind of people. Are you feeling boxed out because you don't have anybody else sharing those same things, or you just want to feel
Mhm.
like you belong to, or you also just want to feel unique by finding people who are the same, which is odd.
That's true. That's true. I used to kind of pride myself on like I can't be friends with girls. I don't do girl things. But then I found more girls like me that didn't hang out with girls, and now we're girls that hang out. So
But at the same time, you also didn't mold yourself to a girly personality or just thinking you just being you found more friends, you're more comfortable with yourself.
that part, and that's what we were talking about at our panel with rejection sucks, but being fake as hell is just bothersome.
Oh, and you gonna get rejected.
You're going to
That's
get rejected.
inevitable. Quit being so fucking afraid of it. It's going you gonna have to learn how to roll them punches. Like
Yeah. And maybe the way that people think about rejection, because rejection isn't necessarily bad. Every time someone thinks of like confrontation or rejection, it has a negative connotation to it. Or like we were talking about yesterday, the word consequence. Consequences can be good. That is
it can
why
be
it
good
is a synonym
consequences.
for result. So it's not negative rejection isn't bad. That means you're not jamming yourself into places you don't fucking fit. So
And sometimes it's a
perception,
time saver. Like,
right? And it's a time saver.
hey, I like you. You wanna go out? Nope. Cool. I ain't wasting my time thinking
On
this,
to the
what this, that, and the other.
next star. Because so having a better perception of rejection can look a lot like this. Are you a square peg trying to shove yourself in a round hole?
Giggity.
Yes. Look at yourself like the little shape circle box thing. Rejection
Quit trying to
isn't
peg
bad.
the wrong hole.
Quit trying to peg the wrong hole. Quit trying to peg the wrong hole. If you find the
I can't keep
right
a straight
hole,
face.
you
I
gonna-
tried.
I know you can't keep a straight face at all. If you're meant to be in there, then you just gonna glide right in there, my boy.
No.
You had to take a drink right there, didn't you? Didn't you? Look at you about to drown on fucking live internet. Get in where you fit in. Stop trying to force it. It's not comfortable for anybody.
And if you ain't gonna fit it, if you ain't gonna fit in, just do your thing. Somebody else come along. Like
that part.
I think
And that's the part
we
I
mold
try to.
ourselves too much to try to fit.
Yeah, it goes in the square hole. I hate you, Calvino. And that is the part I try to hammer home for everybody. Stop fucking looking for people. There's a difference between looking for people in the sense of, well, I'm going to be in the environments where I would like to meet more people. Meaning I have something I can do individually in that environment because I like being in that environment. If you do shit you like to do consistently out and about and whatever, you're more likely to run into people that like the same shit.
You keep going to the same gym, you're gonna keep seeing the same gym people.
That part. I done made a whole new friend from my gym at a fucking funeral. Because I've recognized his face. I was like, okay, what is your name? Because we go to the same gym. And now we're friends. It is possible, kids. Do the shit.
And I think because it's also like that, because we're trying to impress people, like it's like I hate first dates, I hate interviews, I hate first meeting people because you're always trying to put your best foot forward, even if it's not your own foot.
Like, that's the stupidest shit, too.
I'm what I think you're gonna
That's
like.
the stupidest shit, too, because you're putting your best foot forward, but you're not keeping it there. But especially when you're thinking long-term, like dating-wise. You should be thinking, do I ever feel like I want to fall apart in front of this person and that they'll support me? That's serious shit. You can't just be all, oh, everything's fine all the fucking time.
If I have a breakdown, would they try to be here to pick me up? Like this.
That part. You are glitching out there, bud. I don't know. This just signals a little weak there. Let me see here.
It's been stormy all day, so
Y'all must still have that above ground internet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I got my fiber internet back and I don't know how to act. I'm gonna shut up. I'm bougie as hell. I was so excited when they came to the neighborhood. They're like, hey, would you like? Yes! Get in here right now.
But back then, like, because it's also like when that travel is like you will spend time by yourself, you realize how much you alter yourself for other people.
Ooh.
Like, you ever met someone who's cool as fuck when you talk to them individually?
Oh my
once
God.
They
once they get around a group of people, they are like ass. And I'm like, what has happened to you?
And like, you are a whole person by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we talked about this at the panel too, of how this facade we put up is the reason we start to have problems in interactions later. If we're constantly the friend that checks in on everybody and we have a slump day and nobody checks in on us, then we start withdrawing and we start isolating, not being ourselves. And either our friends notice and they're like, what's wrong with you? Or they don't notice and then we resent them and then things get worse from there. Or the whole fucking you should be able to read my mind shit in relationships. That because we're vibing so well and our chemistry was so well in the beginning, this is why y'all fall apart in the third month, because your communication is shit, but you didn't care because you were trying to be a different person.
Yep.
Your time management is shit, and you didn't think about priorities and how, life doesn't stop just because you get in a relationship. And then you don't know how to talk through the hardship and navigate.
Talk hardship. Navigate.
Fiber can, in fact, also help you shit. Thank you, Nev.
Help while you shit.
Well, Calvino said fiber is the shit, and Nev said fiber can also help you shit. All true statements. Thank you, gents. Yeah, who are you trying to impress? For what? What do you get? What do you receive other than hardship and discomfort?
Empty your wallet. And that also like that. Also, who you trying to impress? That also goes back like communicate your fucking friends. Like try like you a big baller when you can ball on the budget. It's 2023. One apartment is $1 million. I have no idea
why Glitch is so confused. It's been raining in this state all day. It's been like storming in this state. So he's a little.
Can you hear me?
No, not really. I can hear you because I've been at this whole internet meeting thing so long. I can kind of fill in the blanks. But balling on the
Uh,
budget is a real thing. Be honest with your friends. I kind of want to go here,
I
but it's
want
kind of out
this.
of my
Look,
price range. What y'all think? Y'all want to order 3 appetizers together and split the check? Be upfront about this shit so that we can all ensure a good time.
fuck, he never got no money.
That's like that fucking TikTok with that. What was it, a table of what, 5 people? No, 4 people, and the check came out to be like $400 or some shit. And they were like, okay, so we just kick in 100. And the one dude is like, sir, I got a 6-ounce steak and a side salad and a sweet tea. That was $50. I'm out. I'm not doing this with y'all. Ain't nobody told y'all to order all that.
Like,
Good luck.
and we ain't agreed to that happening.
Right. We ain't.
Honestly, a word of advice in general: be comfortable being an asshole.
Yes.
Because nowadays, how we feel about, like you said, setting a boundary, being upfront is being as an asshole. Because we're too busy trying to be nice and care about everybody's feelings. So much we neglect our fucking feelings. Like,
Cause we don't. Bowling, we stay fly. I ain't got it.
I got it.
But yeah,
Bro.
hold those boundaries. Be honest. Be direct. Because if they're choosing to ignore and choosing to follow their own hidden agenda of whatever, they're gonna cover me if the check too big, whatever. Enforce the consequence. Oops, there comes a consequence. Like, enforce that shit. Because they're
The
not
consequence are
going to
consequences.
learn if you don't, and they're gonna keep doing it.
Let them consequence and start consequenting. Like us, like
F said fumbling.
but like we just try so much time trying to impress, and like we even try to impress ourselves so much where we put ourselves in these false
Oh
delusions and
my
shit, and delusions of
God.
grandeur. Like I said, I tell you something I still hate, something I still hate. Like I think you were on the phone with me one time, like some dude just like talking, like I get it, my man, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck what you saying. Like just shut up.
Yeah.
I don't need you to.
And even
like go.
even when you're saying like delusions of grandeur, like for ourselves, we hold ourselves to like ridiculous expectations for what? I give a personal example. My body dysmorphia has been running rampant for the past month. Like, yeah, we got some amazing shots in our cute little fits for Blur Kyle, but your girl feels like a whole naked mole rat potato and did not like half them pictures. Because in my mind, my expectation is, yeah, you're supposed to look different. No, developmentally speaking, you're supposed to look like this. Bitch, you're old. And you're happy.
I feel it
And you're
when I try to
comfortable.
pick something up and move. Like when I try to do something up, like a run, I'm out of breath a little sooner than I'm used to. Like that hurts internally. That
does. So what's funny about that is, so I'm teaching summer school, right? And I'm teaching intro to counseling, and we touch base on theories and stuff. And developmental theory is one of those things. And going through the whole in this area of life, childhood, adolescenthood, young adulthood, blah blah blah. What's interesting? Hey, Paragon, what's up? What's interesting is like once it gets to adulthood and elder adulthood, that whole loss of ability shit starts setting in. That shit starts setting in pretty earlier because now we're living longer. So that walking upstairs and being out of breath shit, it hurt. It hurt my soul. It hurt my soul.
Like, look, I say this like, anybody you think good probably has dysmorphia. Just
oh yeah, because we're supposed to look like something.
like just.
Thank you, Ebs. What are these stairs you speak of? And it's terrible because I've been like, we've been the sort of health nuts like, no, it's cool. We'll take the stairs versus the elevator, or we'll park further away from the grocery store our whole lives. And now we're at this point where it's just like, shoo.
Child, at one point in time, we were on the 16th floor at Blur Con this year.
Yes.
That used to not bother me for shit. I tried to go upstairs. I was on the 3rd, 4th. I think I hit the 5th floor. Just now 2 or 3 years ago, boy, I'd be Mario, like just like from Donkey Kong.
Like it wasn't nothing.
And even then, going down the stairs got me tired sometimes.
It's getting old. Shit ain't for the weak. Ain't for the weak at all.
Mm-mm.
And I think that's another aspect we haven't thought about why people are like, who you trying to impress? Why? For what does this do? It's because maybe it adds some form of certainty or structure or stability to the unknown. So, like I said, this getting old shit ain't no joke. I mean, you don't know what the fuck to expect because you've never experienced it. But for some reason, these expectations of, well, I should be able to do this, and I'm still clinging on to these things I used to do because it feels comfortable.
It's comfortable, consistent. Like some of y'all motherfuckers in y'all 40s and 50s trying to get y'all high school body, knowing good and goddamn
No,
well y'all ain't
good,
never gonna get it.
damn well you're not gonna look like you was in high school no
So
more.
y'all sit here and beat yourselves up because I used to look like this. Cool, cool, cool. Here's the thing about high school and middle school: you're still growing, and your body is a fucking. It's a sun basically because it will burn any bit of energy you throw in that bitch. Like, I
These
lift the
ain't
weights
the,
one time, like just like
these ain't the mega needs. I want my money back. Maybe I'm impressing my damn self. Y'all mad? No. If that works, that works.
mm-hmm.
Just don't try to project it onto me. What you need to do, you need to get like me. No,
No,
no, no.
I'm cool with being me.
You still look like a 2-year-old potato that was left in the rusting water heater. That is quite the description, Paragon. Huh, younger self, invincible. Mm-hmm.
But that's like,
Mm-hmm.
yep. But like I said, like y'all need to start embracing some of them changes. Like dudes who be getting older, like it's funny to see old men because like they be getting that bald spot back here.
Where the hoes at? Sir, you're 45. Your children are the hoes now. Go sit down. Sir, you're 45. Your daughters are the hoes. Your sons are the hoes.
Or like it's fun seeing like I hate the phrase act your age, but at the same time be comfortable with your age. Just be a bit
I like be comfortable with your age better than act your age. I've never been this
be
fucking
comfortable
age
with
before. I don't
aging.
know. So, yeah.
It's not act your age, be comfortable with aging. Like
Be comfortable with aging.
like when I had my locks, I told everybody if I ever become like one of the motherfuckers who like Stevie Wonder basically, where all this up here is bald and I just got like little
Still
stringy
holding
locks
on
trying to sit.
for
Nah,
what? For
hold
what?
me down and cut it off. Hold me down and cut it off.
Not hold me down and cut it off.
Like you have my consent. I will write a contract. Just hold me down and cut them dreads off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, like you see people that like that bald spot like right back there, which I ain't got yet. But like it's like every black man gets it. You either get it or you don't. That's it. Like there's no middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Just shave it. Just get it comfortable and try
Mm-hmm.
looking bald. Like
You just
women,
biased. You like being bald.
I do. Like
You look
women,
nice bald. You look like Sleepy Brown bald.
like women, your body changes. That's cool. Most men or women or your partner, you don't give a fuck.
JoJo, hey.
Like, what up, Jojo? We don't give a fuck. Who you trying to
Oh,
impress? You
who you trying
yourself,
to?
the men or the women? Because we the people your partner, you trying to impress them.
John,
Cool,
you
have a
would in
conversation.
fact just look like a peen if you were bald. 100%. 100%. If you were bald, John, you would look like you were wearing a bald cap because no one would believe it.
Now we need to do that. I need to
Sounds
see
like a
John Ball.
sounds like a BSBN sleepover shenanigan. Bald cap shenanigans at a Rooks' house. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bald cap.
Everyone.
I was walking like, y'all got bald caps?
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't you want to look like an over tan Hulk Hogan? No, because Hulk Hogan's racist.
Yeah,
But
like,
yeah, so being older means knowing your limits and learning better. Yes.
like who you trying to impress? Like quit trying. Like, look, man, I don't dance like I used to no more.
So every night, Glitch and Scotty beat me back to the hotel room.
Sure did.
In the bed, sleep, knocked. I'm sitting there Saturday night, 2:00 in the morning. One of them's got my room key. I'm over here calling phones and knocking on doors, ass cheeks hanging out in the hallway. And these motherfuckers asleep.
You see here.
Shut up. That's how I got up the next morning though. That's how I got it. My calves were so fucking angry
You
with
like,
me.
look,
Age is a feeling, Bella. 100%.
as a man who used to do perfect splits and realized
That's a mine.
as age got to me, like I can't do them splits no more like that, and you had to relegate them to once a year, like one split per year.
Yep. Bruh, you was at one split per year when we met. What you mean?
I know, right?
So what night was that? I had these be Thursday night or Friday night. Some dude hit a split in front of me. I looked straight at you. I was like, don't you do that shit. We just got here. Don't you do that shit.
No, it was the year or two after you met me. Cause remember when I was doing martial arts, I could just do flat all day. Boom.
Calvino said people don't dance no more. All they do is this. I'm about to be people.
Hey.
We joined the elder BlurCon group.
You want me to go all out and dance
this year? We're gonna be different next year.
If you were like Chun-Li or Foxy
Allegedly.
Brown, she would dress like I will be
Listen,
young. I will be younger for
hit
that.
a whole split, ass cheeks out on asphalt.
Ass on asphalt.
Like, ass on asphalt.
That will make me. You know, I'm looking at these. I'm looking at her. I'm looking at my knees.
Do you need like a personal assistant or something? Do you want me? Can you want me to give you some water or something? Like, oh my god!
I'm looking. I will look at her. Look at my knees. Look at her. Look at my knees. Think about my back. Fuck it. Well, time. If I gotta go.
Open the fortune cookie and it says things are only impossible until they are not. Like, what kind of Confucius on crack shit is that? I mean, that's very true. Waking up, sleeping the right way without hurting my neck or my back is impossible until it is not.
So you get yourself a purple mattress.
Shut up. I'm going to get a purple mattress one day. I'm going to get one. Oh, man.
Good hell.
Felt like the dude from SpongeBob. My leg. Yeah, you missed that. She had just done it before you came out and started dancing with us, Calvino. You had just missed her. Because she was dressed as Chun-Li. Oh, my God.
My God. I mean, she had the hairstyle of Chun-Li. That's pretty much it.
I don't know. The thigh meats was thigh meat.
Them cheeks were cheeking.
The cheeks were, in fact, cheeking. And she was petite.
Hit that eye.
Like, could have put her in your pocket and just took her home.
You hit that spinning bird kick anytime. Just like,
stop it.
I'm really, all right. She.
Ebbs, shout out to you 100% because that calf massage gave me life on Saturday night. That's probably how I got so blackout because I don't remember shit.
You want a fig mattress for your fat? Yo, the fig mattress advertisement. That's the one you showed me, right, Miko?
Is that it? The one where the BBW is getting it in?
Look, if you got I'm going to have to hit my soapbox real quick.
Get your soapbox, sir.
If you like what you like, you don't prepare for what the fuck you like. If you like big people, whether it be big dudes, big girls, anything in between, or all at once, I need you to make sure you get yourself a mattress, a custom for it, brace your toilet seat, and also
please brace your toilet seat.
Get you a heavy duty bed frame, okay?
Work for build the lifestyle that you're trying to have.
You have a friend with one? Exactly. Like, you got a friend with one? Ask them about it. Let's see how it feels.
You got a friend.
Hell, I got a bed frame coming in tomorrow that can withstand 350 pounds, 3,500 pounds because this one broke. Ain't even did nothing on it. First of all, I ain't even had no fun breaking it. It just broke.
DK Royce, what's good, my boy? Where you been?
I would love to have broken it like I've done 3 other motherfucking beds in a futon. But no, it's just me sleeping on the bitch and it broke.
That's fair. Ooh. Okay. I will chug for you, JoJo. But it is 8:38. Don Daring 101 is ready to start. So we're going to raid y'all on over. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow we will be back with BSB and Gaming. I will be there. I have no fucking clue what we're playing because we can't get 7 days to run right, and we keep putting new games in the chat to download, and they will never play the shit. So
I mean,
we're playing something.
Was pretty fun.
Tomorrow. Yeah, we are playing something tomorrow at 8:30, and then stay tuned after that 2 p.m. for Zarknor After Dark. Brings us to WDI Podcast.
Be giving that 3,500 pounds of pressure.
Y'all have a good evening. We're gonna raid y'all on over. Allegedly, if my Steam Deck wants to work, it doesn't. All right, cool shit. This is really what we're doing right now. Okay. Oh, we have to do it like a peasant. We have to hand type it.
3,500 pounds of fucking.
Wow. Maybe you should do the commercial. 3,500 pounds.
Hey, you like big girls?
I hate you. Good night,
I need
everybody.
you to get that bounce just right. I